The cure for your summer I turned pretty hangover, 7 shows to fill the Cousins Beach void. Let's be real for a second. The final credits rolled on the last episode, Taylor Swift's voice faded out, and a specific kind of quiet settled in your room. A quiet that feels a little too empty. You're suffering from a full-blown The Summer I Turned Pretty hangover, and the only cure is more. More sun-drenched romance, more heart-wrenching choices, more of that intoxicating feeling of first love and messy, beautiful, complicated youth. You've lived in Cousins Beach for 2 seasons. You felt the sand between your toes, tasted the salt on your lips, and felt your own heart tug-of-war between the intense, brooding Conrad and the sunny, devoted Jeremiah. That show isn't just a show, it's a feeling. It's the ache of a summer crush, the warmth of lifelong friendships, the gut punch of grief, and the dizzying, terrifying thrill of finally growing up. It's the perfect song dropping at the perfect moment, making you feel everything all at once. So what do you do now? How do you fill that gaping, beach house-shaped hole in your heart? Don't you worry. We wouldn't leave you stranded without a map to your next obsession. We've curated the ultimate list of shows that capture that same lightning in a bottle. These are the stories that will make you laugh until you cry, scream at your television in frustration, and clutch a pillow to your chest during those moments that feel so real, so tender, and so utterly unforgettable. Get ready to press play and fall in love all over again. 1. For the one who needs another brotherly love triangle, My Life with the Walter Boys. If the very core of what you miss is the sweet, sweet agony of a girl caught between 2 completely different, totally swoon-worthy brothers, then please, stop what you're doing and turn on My Life with the Walter Boys. This isn't just a recommendation, it's a prescription. This Netflix series is essentially The Summer I Turned Pretty if you swapped the preppy East Coast beach house for a sprawling, rustic Colorado ranch. And it works. Oh, it works so well. Our story follows the brilliant and determined Jackie Howard, a Manhattanite teenager whose world is shattered by a tragic accident. She's uprooted from her polished city life and sent to live with her mother's best friend, who just so happens to be the guardian to 10, yes 10, boys. It's a chaotic, muddy, and overwhelmingly male environment, and at the center of it all are the 2 brothers who immediately capture her attention, Alex and Cole. Familiar? Alex is the sweet, bookish, dependable one, your Jeremiah. He's the one who's there for Jackie from the beginning, offering a comforting presence and an easy friendship that quickly blossoms into something more. Then there's Cole, the former star quarterback with a chip on his shoulder and a wounded soul, your Conrad. He's moody, mysterious, and has a magnetic pull that Jackie finds impossible to ignore, even when she knows she should. The tension between them is a slow burn that will have you holding your breath. Just like Belly, Jackie is navigating not just a new home and a new life, but a heart that's being pulled in 2 equally compelling directions. You'll be debating Team Alex versus Team Cole with the same fierce passion you have for the Fisher brothers. Why you'll love it, it perfectly replicates the central 2 brothers, one girl dynamic with heartfelt emotion, set against a cozy, rustic backdrop that feels like a warm hug. It's a story about finding family and love where you least expect it. 2. For the one who loves Jenny Han's heartfelt universe, EXO, Kitty. Can't imagine leaving the brilliant, butterfly-inducing world that Jenny Han built? The good news is, you don't have to. Dive headfirst into EXO, Kitty, the delightful spin-off from the To All the Boys I've Loved Before universe. This series is pure sunshine, optimism, and romantic chaos, bottled up and ready for you to binge. It's got that same signature Jenny Han magic, the one that makes love feel both epic and intimately relatable. We follow the youngest Covey sister, the one and only Kitty Song Covey, who we all know as the meddling, but well-intentioned, matchmaker who started it all. Now, she's the star of her own love story. Convinced she's found her soulmate in her long-distance boyfriend, Dae, Kitty makes the bold decision to move across the world to attend the same boarding school in Seoul, South Korea, that her late mother attended. She arrives with a heart full of expectations, ready for the perfect K-drama romance, but reality is, of course, far more complicated. She's thrown into a whirlwind of new friendships, culture shock, and a journey of self-discovery that goes far beyond who she wants to date. And yes, because this is a Jenny Han story, there's a wonderfully messy and surprising love triangle, or is it a square? That will keep you guessing. It's breezy, adorable, and filled with the same vibrant, youthful energy as Belly's Summers, but with the exciting backdrop of soul. It's a show about taking a leap of faith for love, but ultimately finding yourself in the process. Love it. It delivers that quintessential feel-good, romantic comedy vibe that Jenny Han is the master of. It's a warm, funny, and utterly charming exploration of love in all its forms, wrapped in a K-pop-fueled adventure. 3. For the one who craves sun-soaked adventure, Outer Banks. Did the sun-soaked, coastal, us-against-the-world vibe of Cousins Beach get its hooks in you? If you want to dial that summer energy up to 11, with a shot of adrenaline and a high-stakes treasure hunt, then Outer Banks is your next port of call. This show takes the beachy aesthetic you love and infuses it with heart-pounding action, mystery, and a class warfare rivalry that feels epic in scale. Welcome to the Outer Banks of North Carolina, a place starkly divided between the wealthy kooks and the working-class pogues. Our story follows a tight-knit group of pogues, led by the charismatic John B., who stumble upon a legendary treasure map connected to his father's disappearance. What follows is a wild, often dangerous, adventure that pits them against the law, a group of wealthy kooks, and some seriously shady characters. But amidst the boat chases and hidden gold, Outer Banks is grounded by the same elements that make SIP so compelling. The unwavering loyalty of the Pogue friendships will remind you of Belly and Taylor's bond. And, of course, there's romance. The central love story is an epic, forbidden romance that will have you rooting for them against all odds. Plus, the show is dripping with summer atmosphere. It's all salty air, sun-kissed skin, and the feeling that anything is possible during those long, hazy days. It's less about the quiet, internal angst and more about a loud, thrilling, external fight for survival, love, and fortune. Why you'll love it, it's the ultimate summer escapism show. It has the beautiful coastal setting, the magnetic cast, and the swoon-worthy romance, but with an added layer of high-stakes mystery and adventure that will keep you on the edge of your seat. 4. For the one who relates to the awkward, messy coming-of-age journey, Never Have I Ever. If what you truly connected with was Belly's often awkward, sometimes cringy, but always deeply relatable journey of self-discovery, then your heart will find a home with Devi Vishwakumar in Never Have I Ever. This show, co-created by the brilliant Mindy Kaling, is a masterclass in capturing the messy, hilarious, and often painful reality of being a teenager. It's a show that will make you laugh out loud 1 minute and have you quietly wiping away a tear the next. The series follows Devi, a first-generation Indian-American teenager who is determined to rebrand herself after a personally catastrophic freshman year, which included the sudden death of her father and a subsequent psychosomatic paralysis. Her plan for sophomore year? Get a boyfriend, specifically, the hottest, most popular boy in school, Paxton Hall Yoshida. But her life is complicated by her academic arch-nemesis, the equally brilliant and competitive Ben Gross. What ensues is one of the most well-written and emotionally charged love triangles in recent television history. You'll find yourself genuinely torn between the seemingly perfect but surprisingly deep Paxton and the sarcastic but secretly vulnerable Ben. It's a conflict that mirrors the Conrad/Jeremiah dilemma, forcing you to question what you really want in a partner. But beyond the romance, the show is a stunningly honest portrayal of grief, family expectations, and the struggle to figure out who you are. Devi, like Belly, makes a lot of mistakes. She's impulsive, selfish, and often says the wrong thing, but her heart is so big and her journey so authentic that you can't help but root for her. Why you'll love it, it's a perfect blend of laugh-out-loud humor and profound emotional depth. It tackles the chaos of high school, the agony of first love, and the pain of grief with incredible honesty and heart. 5. For the one who wants the OG of teen angst and epic love triangles, Dawson's Creek. Let's take a trip back in time to the show that essentially wrote the playbook for teen drama. If you want to see where the DNA of the summer I Turned Pretty came from, you have to watch Dawson's Creek. This is the show that walked, with its ridiculously verbose dialogue and intense, soul-bearing stares, so that Belly, Conrad, and Jeremiah could run. It is the quintessential 90s coming-of-age story that perfected the art of the emotionally complex love triangle. Set in the idyllic, picturesque small town of Cape Side, the show revolves around a close-knit group of friends, the movie-obsessed dreamer Dawson, his lifelong best friend and soulmate Joey, the witty and sarcastic slacker Pacey, and the new girl from New York, Jen. At its heart is the legendary, series-defining love triangle between Dawson, Joey, and Pacey. Potter is the original Belly, the girl next door torn between the boy she's loved her whole life, Dawson, and the boy she never saw coming, Pacey. The Dawson-Joey-Pacey saga is not just a high school crush, it's a poetic, deeply felt, and often heartbreaking exploration of soulmates, first loves, and the painful truth that sometimes the person you're supposed to be with isn't the person who truly sets your soul on fire. The dialogue may be a bit theatrical for modern ears, but the raw emotion behind it is timeless. You'll feel every ounce of Joey's confusion, Pacey's yearning, and Dawson's heartbreak. This is the source code for the kind of emotional investment you feel for the characters in Cousins. Why you'll love it, it's a foundational text in the teen drama genre. The central love triangle is one of the most iconic and emotionally resonant in television history, filled with the kind of epic romance and soulful angst that fans of TSIP live for. 6. For the one who loves cozy small towns and complicated family dynamics, Gilmore Girls. Maybe for you, the magic of Cousins Beach was less about the love triangle and more about the feeling of the place itself, the cozy, small-town charm, the complex family relationships, and the witty, rapid-fire banter. If that's your jam, then welcome to Stars Hollow. Gilmore Girls is not a summer show, it's steeped in the warm, crisp feeling of autumn, but it offers that same sense of comfort, warmth, and a world you'll want to live in. The show centers on the incredibly close, almost sisterly, relationship between single mother Lorelai Gilmore and her whip-smart teenage daughter, Rory. Their bond is the heart and soul of the series, filled with endless coffee, movie nights, and dialogue so fast you might need subtitles to keep up. Just like the complicated dynamics between the Fisher and Conklin families, Gilmore Girls explores the intricate ties of family, especially the fraught but loving relationship between Lorelai and her wealthy, traditional parents. And for the romance lovers? Oh, just you wait. Rory's journey through love is every bit as epic and divisive as Belly's. Her story features its own legendary love triangle, or rather, a series of them, that will have you debating Team Dean versus Team Jess versus Team Logan with the same ferocity you debate the Fisher brothers. Each of Rory's relationships represents a different part of her life and a different version of herself. It's a beautiful, intelligent, and comforting show about mothers and daughters, growing up, and the enduring power of finding your people and your place. You'll love it, it's the ultimate comfort show. It perfectly captures the charm of small-town life and features one of the best mother-daughter relationships on television, all while delivering iconic love triangles that will have you passionately choosing sides. 7. For the one who lives for the brotherly rivalry and high-stakes drama, One Tree Hill. If the complicated, sometimes competitive, but ultimately deep-seated love between Conrad and Jeremiah was a major hook for you, then your next obsession absolutely must be One Tree Hill. This show takes the concept of brotherly rivalry and makes it the entire foundation of the series, building a sprawling, dramatic, and incredibly addictive story around it. The show begins with two estranged half-brothers in Tree Hill, North Carolina, Lucas Scott, the quiet, literary kid from the wrong side of the tracks, and Nathan Scott, the arrogant, popular star of the high school basketball team. They share a father but have lived in completely separate worlds, united only by their mutual resentment. That all changes when Lucas joins the Ravens basketball team, forcing their lives to collide on and off the court. Their rivalry is intense, fueled by years of resentment and a truly villainous father. And, of course, their rivalry quickly extends to romance. The early seasons feature a classic love triangle that evolves into some of the most iconic and beloved relationships in teen TV history. One Tree Hill is known for dialing the drama up to 11, we're talking kidnappings, school shootings, and stalkers, but it's always grounded by the show's enormous heart. It's a story about how the family you choose can be more important than the one you're born into, and how even the deepest rivalries can transform into the strongest bonds. You'll come for the brother drama and stay for the epic love stories and lifelong friendships. You'll love it. It takes the brotherly rivalry trope and makes it the emotional core of a generation-defining teen drama. It's packed with high-stakes storylines, unforgettable relationships, and a whole lot of heart.